Welcome to another S&P 500 analysis. This is the midweek edition. Today is September 15, 2021. Going to be brief. We're going to take a look at the indexes and also the ETF for the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ 100 and the Russell 2000. Then we're going to take a look at a few cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum. So stay tuned. First look at the S&P 500. Came down to this 382 here at this 44.35. Found a support here yesterday and got a nice bounce off of today, and also off of this trend line here. See a lot of got the bear a little bit excited yesterday when it broke this wedge here, but again we basically need to see follow through, and right now the market doesn't seem to have too much of a follow through on this breakdown. So we're going to see would it continue to come up toward this 45.85, this 100% extension. And if it does, then we're essentially looking for another new all-time high on the S&P 500. Now, again, just a reminder, the E-mini S&P 500 Globex all-time high still in play. In other words, it still need to be tagged. And when that got tagged, then the S&P 500 will also very likely make a new all-time high. So right now, we're essentially looking for the possibility of moving up to this 45.85 if this bounce is to continue to move up higher. But if it reverse back down, then we again looking at this 4367.73, essentially come back into this zone here. And for the NASDAQ 100, as you can see, the NASDAQ 100 also got a nice little bounce. It didn't even come down to this 1618 at 15,233.61. We'll keep an eye on it to see will this bounce continue, and if it does, then we're essentially looking for a all-time high, or the all-time high be tested. So we'll be watching for that. For the upside and the downside remain to be this 15,233.61. If that breaks, then we're looking for this 141 at 14,850. And the Russell 2000 also got a little bounce today. It held above this 2195, but we still want to see it would be able to get back up above this 2297, and more importantly, get it back above this zone around 2317.5. And if it does, then we're basically looking for a possibility of retesting the all-time high and possibly put in a new all-time high. Now, if the Russell unable to hold this 2195, then we are looking for this thing to pull back to the bottom of this balance zone, this balance area near the 2134. And looking at the SPY, you can see that SPY held this point of control, this composite point of control near the 443. Right now, it's making its way up toward this 449 area. So we keep an eye on this 449. If it get rejected, then we basically are looking for this thing to come back down and retest this point of control at 443. But if it's able to break through it, then look for the all-time high up at this 454. And looking at the QQQ, the ETF for the NASDAQ 100, you can see it came into this zone and got a nice bounce off this trend line, and also bounce off this value area high, this composite value area high. So right now it's back out of this zone. So we're going to see will it be able to get back up to this 379.29 and back into the zone. If it does, then we'll be looking for another new all-time high, or at least the retest of the all-time high. But if we reverse back in, then we basically are looking for this 372.29 to get tagged and see would it be able to hold. If it doesn't, then we essentially are looking for a move to come down to this composite point of control here at 368.35. Now let's take a look at the IWM, the ETF for the Russell 2000. As you can see, the Russell 2000 is still chopping around at this composite point of control near the 222 level. If it can move up, then watch this 225.88, the value area high, as a potential resistance. But if we move back down, then look for the 218.55 as a first level support. Then this 216.65 216.59 area, this value area low. And eventually we're basically monitoring for a retracement back down to this 214.45 if it is unable to hold this or about this composite point of control. Now let's look at a couple of the stock that I'm kind of watching here. The first one is Baidu, and as you can see, it seems to be consolidating in this area here right now between this 159 and this 167, 168 area, this high volume area. So I'm basically watching for a possibility of breaking out of this zone and move back up here into this zone and maybe get a rejection here. So could be a nice quick trade to see could it get a bounce back up here, to this 174 area, 174 area, 175. So and if it doesn't, basically we are looking for this little bit of a move up, just a quick trade. And if it come back down here, then this trade will be over for me. And the other one is Tesla. You're looking at Tesla here, got a nice doji hammer here a couple of days ago, and basically it was playing a little bit of a bounce up above this hammer and move back up here. The initial target level is somewhere around 796, so essentially targeting 800 level. And if we kick it up to this zone and stay above this zone, then it could be making its move back up to this zone up above this 833. So essentially the trade is that I got on right now is targeting this quick little swing trade somewhere around 796 with the stop below this 708.85. Now let's take a look at Ethereum. You see I got a little bit of a high volume zone here, and ever since it broke out of this pullback here near the 2200 level, made this move and chop around here between this 3341 and 2985 area, and then it made a nice push up to this 3982, and now it came back into this zone and chopped around for a little bit, held within the zone, and now it make another push back up to this 3570. So if it could get into get to this low volume area, then we're basically looking for Ethereum to come up to this 3776 area and possibly to the next low volume zone here at this 3843, and see would it be able to enter to the next small little balance area, this high volume zone up at the possibly the 3982 area. And looking at Bitcoin, you see Bitcoin came down and broke out of this little pullback, got a nice bounce off of this 30,000 area, and right now it made its move up and got to this low volume area and got rejected up here when it pushed up to this 52,800 and came down and again tested this low volume zone and got a little bit of rejection. Essentially got a nice bounce off of it. So right now we're basically looking to see would it make its move back up to retest this 52,800 area, this low volume zone. And if we could get to it next time, then we could possibly see it make its way up to at least into this area here, somewhere around 56,000 to 60,000, and see would it be able to make its way back up to this low volume zone here, up at the 61,788 area. But if it doesn't and it come back down to this 42,000, then we essentially could see the possibility of retracing back down to this 30,173. So right now I'm basically watching it to see would it be able to come up to this 52,800. Okay, that's the quick wrap up of today's midweek session of the S&P 500 analysis. Be sure to smash that thumbs up and help me promote and share this video on YouTube. Stay safe.